Hello. I was sat in this exact position just last week. I filmed an entire video, went for an hour long. Also, I feel like I looked cuter. The audio crashed. So my audio just sounded absolutely terrible. And I'm just so upset because it was such a good video. Obviously it's fine. Like there are bigger problems. Basically, as you can see, I have this boom arm and I've got this microphone. I'm going to take a picture actually of this and insert it. Guys, you don't understand. I'm not good with technical stuff. So all of this is so confusing. I literally have had to figure out buying a boom arm, the most basic thing ever. How do you even build this? Seriously? And then figuring out what microphone to get. The first one that I bought was wrong and I couldn't get a refund for it. And microphones and all this technical stuff is so expensive. Then I had to get this thing that, anyway, you guys don't care. All I'm saying is, I'm so excited because I have finally, weeks later, figured all of this out. It has been such a pain in my ass. Guys, today I went out and I bought a new laptop. I splurged. This is the most expensive thing I've bought in so long. I will not buy an expensive bag. I won't buy expensive things like that. I can't even say it, thousands of dollars on this laptop. It was so expensive. I went in there and I was like, I have this little YouTube channel, and he was like, oh my God, that's so amazing. You're starting out. And I was like, no. So it kind of has 200K. And I have this laptop and I told him the laptop and he was like, that's a terrible laptop. How do you even edit anything on that? Anyway, so I upgraded and we're cozy. We're in my bed. This is very exciting. I'm just so excited, so happy about this because I'm so excited to film in such good quality for you every single week. Anyway, I've mentioned this, but it's 2024 and I am starting a podcast finally. So how it's going to work is it's going to be like a YouTube podcast. Just all of the audio from my videos are going to be uploaded onto Spotify. I have the most incredible co-hosts for my podcast. I have a guy, I won't say who, but a guy that I will be filming episodes with. It's going to be so good because we have such good banter between us and he's amazing. So I'm very excited. Shout out to you. And also I have a female that I'm going to be doing some episodes with. But apart from them two, I'll just be doing the solo episodes and then it'll just be like that on rotation. I want to say a massive thank you to Dossier for sponsoring today's video. Shout out to Dossier. I'm so obsessed with Dossier. This has been my ride or die brand. I'm so excited to go into 2024 with them. I just want to work with Dossier forever. I want them to be the sponsor for my podcast. I just want them to be with me forever because I'm so obsessed with this brand and I genuinely wear Dossier every single day. I have gifted so many of my friends last Christmas Dossier. And all of my friends love Dossier so much as well. So anyway, I have this new perfume here called Floral Rose. If you don't know about Dossier, Dossier is a perfume brand, and on the website there is something for absolutely everyone. I've talked about this a million times before, but my all-time favorite perfume is Ambre Saffron. When you go onto the website and you look at the different perfumes, there are different scents for everybody, like I mentioned, and I love that it is so detailed. So it actually tells you what the perfume is a dupe of, and Ambre Saffron is sort of like a dupe of the Baccarat perfume, which is about $400, and this is less than half of that. It smells absolutely amazing. It is so beautiful. It smells so luxury. I also feel like this packaging is stunning. I take these perfumes with me everywhere. It's the perfect size, and I'm traveling so much this year. And I just feel like this is going to be I'm just so obsessed with Dossier. I just want to say thank you so much to Dossier for sponsoring today's video. It really means the world. We love you on this channel. If you guys are interested and you want to shop a perfume from Dossier, please head on to my description. I will have everything linked there. And yeah, go get yourself a perfume from Dossier. I promise you will not regret it. I also want to mention that if you get yourself a perfume from Dossier and you happen to not really like it or it doesn't suit you, there's a little sample that comes in the box that you can test out, and then you can send it back and change your perfume. I feel like they really care, and it shows that they genuinely care about the product that they're putting out because they want you to really love it, and if not, you can send it back and get a new one. How amazing is that? But yeah, thank you so much to Dossier for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into the vlog. I am filming I don't even know what I'm going to title this video because I've got a few different things that I want to talk about. It's going to be so entertaining. So grab a snack, or if you're doing your makeup or getting ready or cleaning, whatever, I'm here to give you guys some entertainment, okay? And if you don't have a Valentine for this year, I am asking you right now, will you be my Valentine? Did you just say yes? Ah! Okay, so it's official. We're together. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about some pop culture things because I really love that stuff. Like, you'd be surprised. I'm interested. I love the drama. I love the gossip. I'm here for it. I'm going to listen to it. And I always have opinions on things. And I'm like, I don't care. I'll be polarizing. I'll talk about my opinion. It's fine. You don't have to agree with me. It's just my opinion. I wrote down for my first point, is Ariana Grande a homewrecker? And I have no notes. That is my only note. If you live under a rock and you haven't heard her new song, Yes And. So Ariana Grande has brought out this song, Yes And. I have a lot to say here, so stay. I have this fear of like getting married to somebody, and then I feel like when you get married and then like when you have a baby, that's when you're most vulnerable. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I have this fear that like I'm a bad bitch right now. Duh, look, come on. But like the second I have a baby, what if I'm just like tired, weathered, like I've got eye bags, like I'm fucking vulnerable. Do you know what I mean? And the person that I have chosen to be the father of my children goes and like leaves me for like a hotter woman. Us women, we have to have kids by a certain time. Men don't. And they also don't go through that change that we go through when we have kids. I love how I'm talking about it as if I've had kids, but you know what I mean? Like it's actually fucking terrifying because I feel like there's a lot of pressure to pick the right person. This will all tie into Ariana Grande being a homewrecker. I promise. But anyway, this is my fear, right? Is like it's a big decision. Like to pick the right person to have kids with. Imagine they switch up on you and it's like, I literally have this whole ass child with you. It's different when you go through a split or a divorce with someone that you have kids with because like you have to see them all the time because they have to be in the child's life. So oh my God, it would be so hard. Anyway, Ariana Grande's new song is called Yes And. If you haven't heard it, it's like, I'm going to sing for you. It's like, yes, and say that shit with your chest. And why is it actually catchy? No! I've always loved her so much. It's just like the song isn't really that great, my opinion, okay? It's catchy and I'm going to dance to it, but it's not like amazing. I feel like it's a song that gives the vibes of like, it took you 10 minutes to make. Maybe not 10 minutes, but you know what I mean? One studio session and it was ready to go. The reason why people were mad at our girl for bringing out this song is because, long story short, I don't know if you guys know this. How do I know this, you ask? Because I literally don't go out. I sit at home, I work, I edit, and I listen to Trisha Paytas and all these different things on YouTube. And I love the drama and I love Trisha Paytas' podcast. And they talk about all these pop culture things. And it's like, I always have my opinion on things. I want to sit here and talk about these things. I also listen to lots of serious things and that's where I get my pep talk, topics and stuff from. But I love this stuff. Anyway, so that's how I know all of this. So basically, Ariana Grande actually has like a little bit of a reputation for being kind of a homewrecker. Like a lot of her exes had girlfriends when Ariana met them and then they like leave the girlfriend and start dating Ariana Grande. Hey, both people are in the wrong here. I get it. I would too. She's so talented and beautiful and she was really the it girl, okay? I'm not saying she's not anymore, but she just was that bitch. So I feel like a lot of people left their girlfriends and would go and start dating her. So Ariana Grande is currently in London. Is she still in London? I'm not sure, but she was in London. She's filming Wicked and she's always talked about how Wicked is like her dream and she like would love to have a part in Wicked, and then she got the role for Glenda, I think. I have no idea. Anyway, her co-star is this guy, oh my God, Ethan Slater is his name. We'll insert a picture. Okay. He acted as SpongeBob. I think it was a musical, not sure what it was, but like he's literally like SpongeBob. He's known for that. I'm not one to sit here pointing fingers being like, you're hideous and you're pretty, because I'm not doing that. But like, he's just not like that cute, okay? He's not cute enough to the point where it's like, let me poach you from your family. We'll get into it. So he recently, before getting with Ariana Grande, celebrated his 10-year anniversary with his wife, who was his, I believe, high school sweetheart. Like they've been together for years and they just had a kid together. And this is where things get messy. So he's obviously a co-star with Ariana Grande because he's also going to be in Wicked. His, Ethan Slater's wife, has met Ariana Grande and Ariana Grande has held their baby and they've all like hung out together. And Ariana Grande was also in a relationship with, what's his name? He was like a real estate guy, Dalton Gomez. Wow, I'm really giving news reporter. It's giving I have no life. it wasn't looking cute for Ariana Grande because she was literally married. Let's not forget, she got married to Dalton Gomez, and Ethan Slater, her co-host, SpongeBob, was also married and just celebrated his 10-year anniversary and just had a baby. I feel like I could be wrong, but I really just feel like going through a divorce when somebody just has a baby is like, that is like next level cruel. Because like I said, like they're vulnerable. Your body has changed. Some women have that thing. What is it? Postpartum depression. You don't even know if you like your kid. Like you're just going through this big life change. And I feel like that's when you need your partner. And it would be so, oh my God, I would never let it go. If my partner went away to act and cheated on me with, I'm not saying this is happening, okay, allegedly, with Ariana Grande, or like breaks up with me and then goes off to be with Ariana Grande. I'm like, excuse, sir, you have things to do. You have a child here. Come home. Get your ass home. It's different if the kids are like older and then, you know, you go through this divorce, whatever, and then there's like a little bit of a wait and then maybe you find a new partner. It's like, it would fuck with me. The timeline just doesn't make sense. And they've been photographed together a lot. So they are together. Like I could not believe it. They're literally together. Isn't that insane? That's insane. Then here's the crazy part. I was just thinking about how that's crazy. Like I was thinking, why am I even talking about this? It's because her new song has come out. So this is my first pop culture topic. Yes, and has come out. She brings out this song. And in the song, for those of you that don't listen to Ariana Grande, to be honest, I just listened to it because I was like, what does she have to say about this? She's saying, yes, and say that shit with your chest. And it's like, and it's like, can you imagine? You get cheated on. Your husband, who you just celebrated your 10-year anniversary with, cheats on you, leaves you and your child. You're like, you know what I mean? Leaves you, goes and dates Ariana Grande. And then she comes out with a song and she's like, yes. And she's literally saying, yes, and yes, yes, I'm a homewrecker. Can you imagine if Ariana Grande ever watches this and I'm talking shit about her? Girl, I love your music, okay? I don't know anything. I'm in Australia. I'm far. I feel like our generation is going to struggle so bad with monogamy and staying married. Women aren't perfect in relationships, but I feel like our issue is we get really comfortable in relationships and we're like, oh, you're my one person. Okay, I'm comfortable now. Then we have like a baby. And obviously when you have a baby, I can imagine it's like, it would be so hard to even wear cute underwear or get your nails done. And then like when you're not doing those things, I guess, or I can imagine you start to feel bad about yourself and your appearance and you're just not really in your bag and you're not feeling amazing. And that's why when you see a mom that's like a hot mom and they got a tiny stomach, it's like, how is she doing all of that? You know what I mean? Because for a lot of women, it's not like that. You're probably more naggy, you're more needy. Like you're not the same person to your partner that they once fell in love with. And obviously that's fucking horrible. I'm not saying this as in like, this is a great thing. It's horrible. And it's literally my new fear. And this whole Ariana Grande song sent me into this spiral because I'm just like, how could you recover? How do you recover? How? Honestly, you can't. So if one of you is sitting out there and you're like, a little bit upset because maybe some guy, like this happens very often, just not with Ariana Grande, but some guy has like left you and he's with somebody else, or someone that you really like or that you want is now with someone else. Let him go, girl. Stop being selfish. There's people out here in the world like Lily J, Ethan Slater's ex-wife, who is having to get over someone that is literally with someone like Ariana Grande. Let's be honest. Ariana's stunning. She's talented. She's beautiful. Obviously, we don't know the full story. I'm just speculating. I'm having a little bit of fun. It'd be so different. They could have both had, you know, little things going on in their marriages and maybe the timeline was just perfect. Still, it's just an insensitive song to come out with. I feel like she should have brought a statement out or something. I would still love to meet Ariana Grande though. Still love her. I don't know. We never know the full story. I feel like everything on the media is always, you know, all over the place. But it does happen a lot though, where you are in a relationship and somebody, well, the guy in a relationship will cheat on their wife. He knows she's not going anywhere because she's vulnerable. Like she just had a whole ass baby. You know who else this happened with? This brings me on to my next topic. Austin McBroom. I have a little bit of tea here. So if you guys, again, don't know who Austin McBroom is, Austin McBroom and Catherine McBroom are part of the Ace family. The Ace family is this family channel. And I personally was obsessed with this channel when they were first starting and growing. I don't know, I just found it very interesting. I thought they were so fun to watch. They had like the cutest little baby. Now they have like a few kids, I think like 4 kids. Oh my God, how crazy. But I actually really used to like watching them at the start. And then I feel like as they grew, they obviously grew a lot on YouTube and they started pulling in that AdSense and those brand deals, and they are very, very, very successful. So they went from having like a humble, like cute little apartment, and that's when I used to love them, to just, they kept upgrading and now they live in this insane house. Like it actually looks, it's just so overkill and insane. I watch a lot of Architectural Digest videos. I think that's what the channel is called, on YouTube, and it's like celebrities giving house tours. And look, a lot of these celebrities are so rich, but they have houses that, while being big, they're like, there's taste there and it feels homey. Whereas the Ace family just like went brazy with it and their house just doesn't feel homey like it at all. You know what I mean? I feel like the money honestly got to them, and this happens a lot. It's like, it's really unheard of for a family to be like a vlog channel with kids in LA. Like that's just literally a recipe for disaster. What ended up happening was the money got to their head, and I feel like Austin, the father, the dad, he started cheating on Catherine. So here's where the tea comes in. When I first started hearing about these accusations, I was like, people are so jealous. Obviously, I still love the Ace family. Like, there's no way that he's cheating, blah, blah, blah. And then I opened my Instagram one day and he was in my DMs being like, hey, like just literally hitting me up. And then he would unsend all the DMs. So I don't have proof of this because he unsent everything, but I don't have to prove anything, because if you do your own research, there are so many stories online about him cheating. So many stories that it's like impossible for all of it to be lies. Do you know what I mean? Like at least five of those hundreds of stories. I'm telling you, I know a lot of people and I know a lot of things, and I've seen it myself. Austin McBroom was cheating on Catherine for majority of their relationship. Now, here's the thing. Catherine probably knew about it towards the end. Definitely she knew about it because she would post all these shady things. Like I remember she posted a Instagram story once and it was like, I see everything. Like I can't remember what it was. So she knew. She would throw these little shady things around. It's really difficult going through a divorce because like money and everything, you know what I mean? Like I've been watching this divorce lawyer's videos on YouTube, and he talks about like just how insane it is, like going through a divorce and how much you lose and how much you have to split. So I think they must have had this agreement or an open relationship or whatever. But the issue was, how are these people just lying? Because there were too many things coming out about Austin cheating that it's like, so for Catherine to sit there knowing that her partner, who she's faking this happy family with, because they wouldn't address anything, like for them to sit there and like put out these videos being like, oh, today we're taking the kids to Disneyland. It was insane. It was bizarre. So bizarre. And why am I talking about this, you ask? Because I'm actually scared of trusting a man and like getting married to them and then them pulling some shit like Austin McBroom or like Ethan Slater, SpongeBob. It's just like, it's a pattern that keeps happening and it's so frustrating and I hate it. Catherine McBroom is so beautiful. Like, why? What else do you need? You have this amazing family. You guys have built this empire. It just really shows money cannot buy happiness. It cannot. Only after all these years, just recently, literally like this year in 2024, has Catherine come out divorcing Austin McBroom. They've said that they're like, you know, on good terms or whatever. It's really hard to like trust people being loyal. I feel like that is the issue. I just took a deep breath because like I have this thing called relationship anxiety, and it's because I've been cheated on in the past, where I constantly think like, as I said, I'm afraid of these things and I think about these scenarios because I want to protect myself and I want to protect my feelings and I don't want to be cheated on. That's fucking horrible. Who wants to be cheated on? You know what I mean? I felt it before. I don't want to feel it again. I get really worried about stuff like that. And honestly, I think it's a good thing and a bad thing. I used to think it was only a bad thing. And now I've realized like I express my boundaries to my boyfriend. I'm like, if you're going out and your location is off, I will come to you. I will find you. And I will drag your ass by your ear and ask you questions. I'm not like strangling you, being like, you can't have friends. But listen, I'm a girl and I have a gut feeling. And if you're flirting with my man, I will pick up on it, bitch. The fuck? I will know about it. Okay? Blocked. But yeah, I will pick up on that shit. You know what I mean? I'm just crazy like that, honestly. And I've become like this because of being cheated on in the past. And I hate to put like even a little bit of a bad light on my dad. because I love my dad so much. He's an amazing dad. But the truth is that my dad actually cheated on my mom. He's an amazing dad, and I feel like he's grown, and he's really grown from like his mistakes. But still, he cheated on my mom, and I saw that when I was young. Then I sort of carried that with me. Oh my God, I read the book, The Body Keeps the Score, because my therapist told me to get it. Oh, child. That was a hard fucking read because it really opened my eyes and showed me like how you just keep trauma. So the fact that my dad had cheated on my mom and then my first boyfriend cheated on me, I've had it happen so many times. Like for the longest time, I couldn't understand why as well. Now I have rationalized that like it really is nothing to do with me. It's the fact that like in our generation, men that are insecure need validation. If they're dating a bad bitch, they can't handle it. I have never been cheated on for somebody like that's cuter than me. Never. And that's why low-key, it would hurt more. Because I'm like, at least go on and cheat on me with like Madison Beer or something. How are you going to get with these trolls and hurt my feelings and come back and beg for me? And this girl has the satisfaction in knowing that you left me for her. Then she's going to think that her and I are on the same level. I don't like the satisfaction. Do you know what I mean? That's why I don't like when a guy likes other girls' photos. I could give a shit about these other girls. Grow up. Obviously, I don't care about them. It's just the fact that you're giving them the satisfaction. I am not on the same level as these other girls on your Instagram, okay? Period. And when you like one of their photos of them in a bikini, they'll be like, that's Luma's boyfriend. And he just liked my bikini photo. No, the fuck he didn't. And I had this talk with my boyfriend. Okay. Guys just do this thing where they're like, oh, I like everything. And then it's like, all right, whatever, that's cute. And then a few months into it, I was like, okay, we're gonna have to wrap it up, doll. One of my co-hosts, Alyssa, who's the girl that's gonna be on my podcast, she actually went through this really intense breakup recently. I hope you're okay with me talking about it, Alyssa. She should be. She's said that she wants to talk about it. She's so funny. She's amazing. I can't wait for you guys to meet her. Her and I used to talk all the time while she was in this relationship before they broke up about how she wasn't really crazy. She was like, oh yeah, like I just, let's call her boyfriend. I really don't like him. He's such an ick. We'll call him Bob because that's an icky name for an icky boy. She would be like, I don't know. Like I would always let Bob like whatever photos. He had lots of girlfriends. I didn't care. And I would say to her like, are you crazy? Alyssa was like, yeah, I kind of just let Bob like other girls' photos. I don't really care. I don't trip over any of it. And when we were talking, I was thinking, maybe that is the way to go. Because like Bob seemed like a loyal, good guy. So I was thinking there's just no way that Bob like was doing anything. So maybe like Alyssa has it all together and she's right. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much about it because I want to let her speak her truth when she comes on the podcast. But basically, spoiler alert, they broke up. She told me all these stories about how he would like screenshot girls' photos and stuff and keep them in his camera roll. Ugh, such an ick. I didn't come to fuck around today. Today is the day. I have found out that while they were dating, Bob would have photos of other girls in his camera roll. He was lurking on that shit. I feel like being crazy, quote unquote crazy, not too crazy. Like I have a life. Okay. I'm not going to go through my boyfriend's phone. You know why? Because I don't give a shit. Because I have a life. I feel like I trust my gut instinct. And I feel like I've always felt this way. If a guy is cheating on you, you will find out. We just have this intuition as females. We'll always find out. I don't know anyone that's like ever gotten away really with cheating. It always comes out. That's karma for you, baby. It always comes out. Yeah, she found all this stuff on his phone, which is so insane. Like, I just couldn't believe it. And it made me realize, you know what? Maybe it is not bad being a little bit crazy because then you keep them on their toes. If you're talking to a guy and he's liking pictures of girls in bikinis, send it to him. I did this. Send it to him and be like, what do you like about this? Is it the sky? Do you like her bikini? Do you want to buy one? Bob literally kept photos of other girls in his fucking camera roll. That is so embarrassing. And it's really sad because I feel like social media is a big part in that. Like how Austin McBroom was just texting a bunch of girls behind Catherine's back. Okay, so I had a little break. I'm making Louis listen, like watch TV with his AirPods in because we have this like Bluetooth TV. Because I'm like, you cannot listen to me while I'm filming. Also, he looked at me and he was like, is that birthday makeup? It's not my birthday, but I'm going out tonight. I never go out. It's a very rare thing for me. And I decided to like do some makeup. And I think he just likes how I look better without heavy makeup, which is kind of cute, but still, let me do what I want to do. We have a few little pop culture things out of the way now. I have a few other topics that I want to talk about. Where's my phone? I don't even have my phone. So like, you know what? Let's just think of topics randomly. One thing that I want to talk about is this book, Atomic Habits. This is a very popular book, okay? I'm not the first person to read it. It's very, very popular and for good reason. And what I do is I keep a bookmark, which is not really a bookmark. It's like this thing that I got from Officeworks. And basically I put little sticky note tab things on pages that have a sentence or a paragraph that I was like, wow, to, you know what I mean? And then I sort of like read back on these paragraphs and then I write notes down and it gives me notes for my videos. So like, that's how a lot of my pep talks work. So when people say, oh, what are you gonna do when you run out of topics? I'm not just thinking about things, you know, in my own little mind here. No, I love reading. I love listening to things. And then I get all these different topics and then I sort of like add my spin to it. I'm realizing it's all about little things. Actually, this is a good segue. We were talking about relationships and about, you know, people leaving and cheating. I've been listening to this guy. I actually DM'd him and he replied. How crazy. I'm delusional like that. I'll DM everyone. I'll be like, hello, can I please interview you? Can you manage me? This and that. I don't care. I'll shoot for the stars. Like seriously, I'll DM Michael Jackson next and be like, can you rise from the dead and appear on my channel? I just feel like the possibilities are endless. Anyway, I'm so happy that he replied to me because I asked him if I could ever get him on the channel. And he said, potentially. He lives in New York. He is a divorce attorney, a divorce lawyer. And he's just talking about how, like, why people divorce. Because he's a fucking divorce lawyer. So he would know. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of people sit here and they talk about all these different things, how to keep a relationship together, blah, blah, blah. And he says this one thing that links to this book. This book is all about little things. It literally says on the title, Tiny Changes, Remarkable Results. This guy, this divorce lawyer, talks about how little things matter in a relationship. But this applies for everything. It's not just about relationships. It's with friendships, with work, with everything that you do. It's the little things. And it's so true. So little things like leaving a note for your partner. You know, they're going to like leave the house. So you leave them like a little note. I sometimes draw things for Luke. Oh my God, I've drawn like so many random little notes for him and I just leave them around. It's just like my love language. I like drawing. I like leaving notes and stuff like that. So it's like little things. And I've learned that that applies to everything in life. And I think the problem is you don't think that these little things are important when you're dating someone and you're comfortable with them. And then you have nothing to be excited about if you're not exciting each other or being spontaneous or doing these little things together. So I've actually found, so random, how did we end up on this topic? I've actually found that the two things I would say personally at this point, okay, it's 2024, this is my advice right now, could be so different in 2 years. The two things that keep a relationship amazing is one, space. So like time apart. I've said this a trillion times, literally just like the only reason I even have this perspective is because I did long distance for almost a year and it was never something I thought I would get into. But I found through doing that like my relationship was so much more exciting than other people that were with their partners living in the same city. Do you know what I mean? Like I had something to look forward to. And because we started off our relationship in that way, we have taken that on board. So like now I see him all the time. Well, we actually live together. That's a whole different thing, okay? I'm not talking about that in this video. I'll talk about it in the next video, but it's very new. I still travel so much. I have so many travel plans this year. Obviously, I'm traveling with him as well, but I just have so many travel plans. I have my own life. I have my own things that I want to do because I have found, and not many people realize this, but I'm giving you the secret here, okay? I've found that like the road to keeping someone and having an amazing, incredible relationship is the same road to like working on yourself. It's a win-win situation. If you pour all of your love and energy into them and only them, and you're changing the things that you like and the way that you are for this one person, like you're not going to keep them around. That's not genuine. But like if you're working on yourself, that's attractive. That's what will keep someone running back to you every single time. And also another thing is the little things. It's not these big grand gestures. It's not these big gifts or like Valentine's Day or your birthday. It's the little tiny things. So this is kind of cringe. And I don't know if this will be continuing, but something I have gotten from this divorce lawyer is talking about little things that have made a difference in the day. So I will sit with Louis and I'll be like, if you don't know, Louis is my boyfriend. I'll sit with him and I'll be like, what's one thing that I did that you like? Or that you liked. And then he'll say something like, oh, I like that you cooked me this, or that you picked this up for me, or just stuff like that. And then it's stuff that I wouldn't realize, like, wow, you actually think about that? Like, that's something that you liked. And then when he tells me that, then I'll do more of that, and vice versa. So that's something I've been doing. Relationships are fucked. They're hard. They're so hard. And I can't exactly remember what quote it was, but there's this quote that's like, this guy asked his friend who knew all about astronomy, like, what do you think of the stars? Like, they look so beautiful. And the guy who knows all about astronomy looked at the stars and was like, I wish I knew no astronomy when I looked up at the stars. Basically, you guys are yawning. You're like, what is this granny era bullshit she's talking about? No, but I like that quote because it's true. Like, relationships are so hard and everything comes to an end. Like, relationships end in like death or divorce. That's so dark. Why did I just go that dark? But everything comes to an end, right? So when you know that, and when you have been cheated on, or you know these things and you felt that kind of pain, then it's really hard to like see the light and the magic in like being spontaneous and just trusting someone and giving it your all, because you've felt that pain of how it could end or how things can go south. You know what I mean? So I like that quote because it sort of stands for that. Like, it is really hard to look at the stars and think they're so beautiful if you know all about astronomy and you know that they're just like balls of fire. You know what I mean? But still, I believe that you can find a happy medium, and I believe that you can take care of yourself, work on yourself, and also find that magic. Like, at the end of the day, guys, life is an all-you-can-eat buffet. There's so many experiences to be had. And also, I really do believe in manifesting things and magic and all that woo-woo witchy stuff. Look, I love to like read into science and stuff, but I believe in both. I believe in manifesting things. That's a whole nother topic. I want to get into that in another video. But anyway, I feel like I rambled and rambled in this video, but I'm really excited to put this one out because finally I have the audio levels good. Okay, my new camera is looking amazing. I have the new laptop. I have splurged, but I'm really excited. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys loved this video. If I listen back to this audio and it sounds like shit, I'm actually going to fucking crucify myself, first of all. And second of all, I will delete this channel for good. However, if you're listening to this, then I guess I got it all right. Finally, 4 weeks later. Seriously, it's taken me that long. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys liked today's video. Please leave a like and a comment because it means so much. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.